Here you go, dude, bro. Thought you footy boys wanted to have a little throw around the office.
Really?
Foul show. Foul show. Pretty cool boss, huh? Probably going to start calling me the man. The man. The man. Catch you in 20, brah.
Guys, Real Sport, Bar TV.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're coming live this afternoon from Frenetic Stadium here in downtown Parramatta. We've got the NRC, it's the National Rugby Championship. This afternoon we're here to witness the Greater Sydney Rams up against the Sydney Stars. Of course, the Greater Rams have been able to have one win so far in the season, while the Sydney Stars are still searching for first competition points. Joining me in the commentary box here at Parramatta this afternoon is Gareth Wozniak, of course, a former Newcastle Wildfire player in Sydney. Good afternoon, Gareth.
Yeah, good afternoon, Peter. It's great to be here. What a lovely day, and the heavens have opened up and there's sun shining everywhere. A little bit of breeze here at Frenetic Stadium, but it's going to be a super game of rugby. Great running rugby in this NRC competition, Peter.
Indeed. Well, we've got the perfect broadcast box here at the old Parramatta Stadium. Bit like overseas in the UK outside, and the absolute glorious field. It doesn't come much better in rugby union than here at Frenetic Stadium. Beautiful afternoon, a top of around 18, 19 degrees, and we're not too far away for round 4. How are you seeing these sides going this afternoon, Gareth?
Yeah, as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Rams have had one win and they'll be searching for another win to try and get themselves close to the top here. Well, the Sydney Stars, you know, they are a star-studded lineup and they haven't got a win yet, so plenty of running rugby for them, and they've got the players to do it. I mean, you know, they've got Takili Narayanavo, and he's just been brought in from the Tigers to the Waratahs, and I tell you what, I've been given some mail. He's an absolute bolter for the Wallaby Spring Tour.
Okay, we'll get on that. And of course, Will Skelton, also released from the Wallabies camp this week. He'll be taking his place this afternoon in right lock.
Yeah, for the Stars there, Peter. Pat McCutcheon as well for the Stars. He's the captain of the Stars today. He offers a lot. For the Rams, the danger players to look out. Ben Robertson in front row there. They call him the Cat. He's on his way to being the most capped Waratahs player to take over Phil Waugh, his good mate. We've got Steve Maffei, who's just back from Leicester. He's been the Western Force. He's also a part of that TARS Academy. Jed Holloway, who may be looking at a replacement role there for Kane Douglas as he goes overseas. In the backs, as we mentioned, Tequil, Ben Volavolva. He's got absolute skills. He's on fire at the moment. And Lalakai Feketi, mate, he is one to watch out. He's got the shimmy left fend. But if he's not fit at the moment, he may sort of struggle in fitness there towards the end of the game.
Well, if he's got the shimmy, I don't know if he'll be struggling in defence. It looks like he's pretty athletic, hey? So look out for him this afternoon.
Yeah, look out for him. And a little bit of a question over the 10 channel there. The both 5'8s go a little bit missing in defence, if you don't mind me saying. Matt Kenny on the wing. He played fullback last week for the Stars. He's moved to the wing, so Jack Macklin at the back has come in. He's a real one to watch out. And James Dargaville too, the back rower turned winger. He's been one of the best in the shoot shield. And the rumours tell me he almost signed with the Western Force, but just knocked them back this morning, Peter.
Breaking news.
Breaking news for Bar TV, mate.
Fantastic. And of course, the number 8, Jed Holloway, as you just alluded there earlier too, as Gareth, the captain. I mean, he's got a good pace for a big man. He scored a runaway try a few weeks ago against the Vikings, and look out for him as well. Well, Gareth has been quite busy here at Pertex Stadium. Earlier this afternoon, he caught up with the Rams coach, Brian Melrose. This is what he had to say to Bar TV.
Welcome here today to Pertex Stadium, and I've got Brian Melrose with me from the Rams. How are you, Brian?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to the match.
How do you think it's going to play out?
Oh, look, I think it's pretty evenly matched two sides here today. I mean, obviously the Rams and the Stars are based on a few of the teams who did well in the competition, so I think that was always even through the year, and it's not much different today.
And who are the danger players for your team we've got to watch out for on Bar TV?
Like pretty clearly, Will Skelton, got a very good tight 5, Laurie Weeks and Paddy Ryan, good players. Dunbar the 10, Darganville and Jimmy Stewart are good players. Got a lot of strike power. And do you have any injuries today? Oh, let's hope not. I mean, we've got pretty close to our best starting side, so it's nice to have Chris Alcock back, which is he had a little run 2 weeks ago, but it's really his first appearance, so that's great for us. Yes, and a win today will put you up there with the top there. Do you think you guys are going to go on with it this year? Well, we just had a win last week. At the start, we had a difficult start to the season with limited time, and last week we got on track, but I would have said we were far from our best, so we just need to keep improving. We can't worry about the winning, just put the performance on. If we come out on the scoreboard on top, that'll be good. All the best, Brian, and good luck for the game. Thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
There was Gareth down on the sideline earlier this afternoon, catching up with the head coach of the Greater Sydney Rams in Brian Melrose. We're only about 2.5 minutes away to kick off here. It's round 4 of the NRC. And earlier today, Gareth has also been quite busy for Bar TV. He went downstairs and caught up with one of their players. Let's have a hear from Paddy Ryan.
Paddy Ryan. Paddy, how are you looking forward to the game today?
Yeah, can't wait. Look, it's great to play in Sydney. Great to be out at Pertex Stadium. It's a fantastic stadium out here. The competition's been great so far, and I'm especially looking forward to playing against Ben Robinson, my mate from the Tars.
Yeah, nice. And you've got the prettiest front row as your front row partner in Jeremy Tills. How do you handle him, packing next to him?
Yeah. Well, mate, he's always going to make me look bad, but it's not very hard, so just let that go straight through. And no, he's been playing well, Tillsy. He's really enjoying getting a bit more game time than he probably gets at the Tars, so starting a few more games. So he's really making the most of his opportunity, and hopefully we can win that battle up front today, because I think it'll go a long way to winning the game.
How are you finding the new engagement laws and the new scrummaging in this NRC? It seems a lot quicker.
Yeah, it is a lot quicker, but in my experience so far, it's meant that we haven't had as many collapses, and guys are really scrummaging to release the backs, which is good. Good viewing, probably not great for the front rowers, but it's it's certainly been entertaining rugby, and I think it's not a bad incentive for our backs, and it's not a bad little rule for this game.
Yeah, nice. And you were listening to the headphones on the way up the tunnel just then. What music gets you pumped up, mate?
Oh, nothing. I was just listening to Vance Joy's new album. I'm not really pumping up. Just save that for the warm-up and a bit of caffeine and then a bit of a warm-up, and I should be right to go. Just enjoying his new tunes. Yeah, nice. A fiery Irishman, obviously, and a fiery redhead. Any scraps going on lately? No, not in this comp. It's been pretty well. Been like a really good spirited, well spirited, and everyone's just really enjoyed playing against each other. I think it's been a great brand of rugby, and it's certainly improving the prospects of the game. People coming out to it. I think it's been a great little competition.
Yes, and that's the way rugby's meant to be played. Thanks very much, Paddy, for coming with us, and we hope you have a good game.
Cheers, thanks very much. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
And Gareth joins me back in the commentary position right now. And Gareth, I guess you get that feeling that just listening to that interview, Paddy Ryan is really pumped up and they're raring to go. And hopefully after full time today, they'll be able to come away with first competition points.
Yeah, definitely, Peter. And this game here, the Stars versus the Rams, this could become one of the great rivalries in this NRC competition. As we quickly go through the teams, I'll start off with the Stars. In the front row, we've got Jeremy Tills and Paddy Ryan with Tom Coolican throwing it in at hooker. The locks, we've got Andrew Leota and Big Will Skelton. Breakaways, we've got Tipaloma, Kavinga, and number 7, Patrick McCutcheon, and he's the captain. Number 8, Big Sam Quinn. We got the halfback, Jake Gordon, and his 5'8" partner is Stuart Dunbar. Wingers are Matthew Kenny and James Dargaville, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Centres are Michael Hodge, and one to watch out for as well is 13, Jim Stewart. And number 15 at the back is Jack Macklin. Over to you, Pete.
Okay, let's go through the Greater Sydney Rams. At loosehead prop in number 1 is Ben Robertson. The hooker in 2 is Hugh Roach. The tight head prop in 3 is Guy Miller. Left lock in 4 is Jared Barry. The right lock is Steve Maffey. The 6, the blindside flanker, Hugh Perrott. Offside flanker in 7 is Chris Alcock. Number 8 is Jed Holloway, the captain. One to watch. Big pace from a big man. As we mentioned in the pre-game, scored a runaway try a few weeks ago, right here actually. The 9, the scrum half, is Mark Swanepoel. The fly half in 10 is Ben Volavola. The left wing is Tequil Niraravaro. The inside centre is Michael McDougall. Outside centre is Lulaki Faketi. The right wing is Jerome McKenzie. And the fullback, keep an eye on this man. If they're going to stop the Rams today, the Stars, they need to shut this man down in Dan Chisholm. And of course, our referees this afternoon, well, our referee will be Ian Smith. So we're counting down to the big one here this afternoon at Pertec Stadium. This is the National Rugby Championship. It's round 4. Hashtag and get in contact with us on Twitter at hashtag BarTV Sports or hashtag Ram v Sydney. Peter Jolly and also Gareth Wazick in the commentary box.
I'm expecting a really open game here, Peter. Of course, the NRC has these new law variations and the point systems change in the scoring as well, where we've got 3 points for the conversion in this and 2 points for penalties and drop goals. It's designed to reward risk and, you know, the quick throw-ins as well. Peter, at the line-outs, it doesn't have to go in straight if the other team doesn't contest. And the tabletop area for the quick taps as well, so you can take a quick tap in a bit of a circumference around the referee as the players run out on the field now. And of course there's 30 seconds for scrum feeds and set clear of the number 8 at the back just to ensure there's that good quick ball. And as we go into the game, I'm expecting a really, really good expansive game of rugby union here, Peter.
Okay, well, the Sydney Stars have made their way out onto Pertec Stadium. They're going to be defending the southern end in the first half. You'll hear the roar because here come the Greater Sydney Rams. Here's the Ram on the screen right now. He's revved up.
They're pumped.
They're pumped. He's psyching up the Rams. A big crowd in here at Pertec Stadium. Up around 1,500 people in here to see the battle between East and West. Of course, the Greater Sydney Rams, they're made up of the likes of the West Harbour, Penrith, Parramatta, Eastwood and the Southern Districts, while the Sydney Stars, who will get us underway, they're made up of the Sydney University and Balmain. We'll go through the commentary box. A quick tip, Gareth?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. They've got the home ground advantage. They have had a win and they really want to keep in contact with that top 4. As they have their kickoff now, it's a good deep kick to about the 20-metre line as they come forward now into contact.
They do. Now we see the Rams. What are they going to do in their first use of the football? They're just throwing it out the back, and the Stars come down with it, and they go away to the right-hand edge of the field. So the first use of the football for the Stars, and we've only had 30 seconds here at Pertec Stadium.
Yes, and that'll be a penalty there for lying all over the player there in the ruck, Peter Jolly. And I'm guessing they might go for the sideline here and get that maul happening and attack the line here against the Rams, the Sydney Stars, and they do.
They do. They bang it over there on the eastern side, and they find the line. As Gareth mentioned there, still 5 points for a try. A conversion after the try is 3 points, and the conversion or a field goal is 2 points.
Gee, so that's good defence there, sorry, Peter, by the Rams knocking the Stars off the ball as they come forward. They may have, yes, they still have the balls, the Stars, and big Will Skelton gets in there.
Yeah, Will Skelton, as we mentioned, released from the Wallabies camp this week. Big game for him. Sydney Stars looking for their first points of the competition.
Good little short ball there.
They're on the attack. They got numbers to the left-hand side of the field. They come this way. This is Hodge.
Ooh,
he offloads the ball. Gee whiz, they're close, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a cracking tackle. And he hasn't released the ball there, and that's a penalty. Holding on to the ball there, the Stars, and really ruining the opportunity there to get some points on the board, Peter.
Well, they looked impressive there, the Stars, but just couldn't quite go their way that they planned it to. So the Rams have their first penalty of the match as well. So we've had just on 1 minute 50 here at Pertex Stadium, and they find the line.
I tell you what, one to watch out for in defence here for the Stars is Tepulona Karinga. Apparently absolutely launches himself. So this should be a good point of contact here. I'm looking forward to it, Peter, as they go for the throw.
Big one too. Goes right to the back, and they spin it through their back line. We'll look for running rugby all afternoon here.
Referee calls knock back there. That's a bit of a conjecture.
Now they put boot to the ball and they say, let's play it up the other end of Pertex Stadium. And the Stars say, now let's bang it down the other end as well. Will we see
he's
a bit
juggled
of a
the
drill
ball
here?
there, put himself under pressure, Peter.
Here's the clearing kick downfield as well, Gareth. Both sides just looking for those metres here on the lush turf of Pertex Stadium. So the Stars up over the halfway line inside the Rams' territory. Quick ball out the back. They're going to put boot to the ball as well. This time it goes inside the 22.
Yeah, easily taken there. Probably a nothing kick there by the Stars, and really need to start playing attacking kicking here and maybe put some high balls up.
Just testing one another out, aren't they, so far here at Pertex Stadium?
Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned kicking duel here, Peter, as they look to counter-attack here. Well, that's a good little step off his left foot there, Jack Macklin, and they take it to the 40-metre line.
So first time they've got the attack inside the Stars' territory. Look at the run by McKenzie. He flicked it on the back on the inside, and they bang it in over the sideline. Gee whiz. Enterprising play there by the Greater Sydney Rams.
Yeah, good run there by McKenzie. Danced with the sideline, didn't he? I thought he was going to go out there, but absolutely tipped down and put the kick in field, and not quite coming off for them. As the Rams will have the throw here.
Through Hugh Roach. Goes deep as well. And the ball's on the ground. And now let's see what they have.
Yeah, Hugh Roach, the third string hooker there for the Tars, takes it up. And that's a good contact there.
Inside the 22, this is round 4 of the NRC live from Pertex Stadium. 5 minutes as we come up to. It's still 0-0 the score on the Bar TV scoreboard. The Rams have the football and they are on the attack. They run into Will Skelton. And also over the top there was Jeremy Tilse. Back to Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson's been everywhere so far this game, Peter. Oh, good little step on the inside there from Dane Chisholm.
Good ball out the back too, Gareth. They're keeping it alive. That's what you're looking for in this competition.
Oh, that's a good clean out there.
Keeping it alive out to the edge. This could be the first try. They're over. They're in the corner. What about that?
The big bulldozer, Tequili Naravaro. He's signed by the Waratahs. He came across, as we mentioned, from the Balmain Tigers mid-season, and he's absolutely steamrolled his way over to the line there, and that's a good winger's try.
Oh, fantastic try there. Well, Naravaro, as you'll see coming up shortly on the Bar TV replay, when you give a man this football this close to the line, you're never going to stop him. And the left winger has put on an absolute pelter. Check this out. He beat one, he beat two. He bumped off the last one in the 16 in Willen, and he's gone all the way to score. It's 5-0 with a kick to come.
Yeah, and I guess that's why we've been told by a few people who have a bit of inside knowledge that he is a bolter for the Wallaby Spring Tour. If he can get himself fit and play himself into some form, he'll be going to Europe this winter, mate.
Hope he's got a warm jacket. Here's the kick right on the 22 from the touchline. He's bringing this one back around. Unfortunately, no change. So what an electrifying start from the Rams in their winger. They lead by 5 points to 0.
Yeah, absolute end-to-end stuff here at Pertex Stadium. And good finishing there by the left winger there. As we come back for the kickoff, the Stars are going to want to hit back here pretty quickly, I'd imagine, Peter.
Our referee, in case you've missed it, is Ian Smith here at Pertex Stadium. This is the National Rugby Championships live on Bar TV. Get in contact with the commentary side, hashtag Bar TV Sports, or alternatively, hashtag Ram v Sydney as they go out there to the man who nearly he did pick up the first try near Avaro. He's been everywhere. So why not give him the ball at every opportunity? They're on the attack. They come back in towards the middle of the field. Oh, Roach has gone without the football. Picked up by the Stars. And now they counter punch and they're up towards the halfway line, Gareth Wozick.
Yeah, big Will Skelton came up with a clean up there as they do a little box kick over the top. And again, it's a nothing kick, and that's a good little chip in field as he comes through there, the winger. Oh, and he's absolutely belted him there.
If you're ever going to see a fantastic rugby tackle, you've just witnessed one right there.
And Pat McCutcheon now with the ball going forward.
Down inside the 22, he'll flick it out the back. They're keeping it alive. They barge their way up through the middle of the field. Quick play to football, about the back it comes. This is where they've had success only moments ago. And success is likely they'll have it again if they keep this type of running rugby up. Out the back it comes again. The 13 is with it for Ketty. He's dropped down. Only a few metres in from that eastern side of Pertex Stadium. Back to Barry.
Yeah, he's a big lump of a lad too, Barry.
The 2 is with it. This is Roach.
Yeah, Hugh Roach has been in everything too this game.
Lost
the
it.
ball stolen. Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, penalty.
Not coming in straight, coming through the gate there from an angle, and that's a penalty every day of the week, Peter.
What do you do here, Gareth?
I think with the points now as they are, I think you take the tap. I think it's more profitable for them if they go for the try, and that's what the NRC is all about. Just great running rugby. As Volavola takes the kick for the sideline, he finds touch about 2 metres out.
So we'll have a line out here. Going away over there is Hugh Roach. He's with the yellow football on your screen right now. So what an electrifying start here at Pertex Stadium.
Yeah, in my excitement, I made a mistake before. It was actually Chris Alcock who made the break up the field. As we go to a maul situation, and the Rams just looking to attack the line here. They're playing pretty solid football here. The ball comes out the back.
And who wants to there to pick it up? The Rams do. Just inside the 22, the Stars come away with it. They've seen a gap up the middle of the field, but the gap closes there from Jerome McKenzie. 5-0 here on the Bar TV scoreboard as the Stars go down the touchline. Look at them go. Kenny's away. He's still going. He's in the touch. He flows it back on the inside. Oh, the Rams have done well to scramble and bang them down inside their own 22.
Yeah, that was very good scrambling defence coming across in cover there by the Rams. And Kenny looked away for all money there. Puts the little pass on the inside and just goes to ground. So it's a knock on here, and it'll be I think that's the first scrum of the match, Peter.
And we've had to wait 10 minutes. This is it on the Bar TV replay. Good hindsight to go wide. Kenny down the touchline. Good covering tackle. And they bang him over, as we see now the Rams.
Yeah, the referee actually called the play out. So it's a quick line out there taken. The Rams on the attack now. Out to the winger, and he gets away. Gee, he's dangerous, isn't he? Out on that wing to Keel.
Is he what? He's already picked up the first try for the Rams. If you just tune to the coverage, we've had 10 minutes here at Pertex Stadium in Parramatta, and the Rams are leading the Stars by 5 points to 0. Now, just going over the last few weeks since the competition has started here. In round 1, the Rams went down by 31 points to 2 to the New South Wales Country Eagles. The Vikings defeated them by 37-13. And round 3 last week, the Rams victorious, defeating the Perth Spirit by 44-34. So a 10-point victory, only a matter of 7 days ago. So the Stars, what do they have in their attacking arsenal here this afternoon at Pertex Stadium? As we mentioned,
they're running a lot of play off Will Skelton here. He's coming in field a lot here, and as they get caught in traffic, a little bit disorganised here, the Stars. Oh, that's a poor ball out the back there, but cleaned up well.
Well, there were big raps on the Sydney Stars coming into this competition. But so far, the Greater Sydney Rams have the upper inch on them so far in the match. Long way to go in the competition. A short series, but it's going to be fantastic open rugby, just like we've witnessed in the first few weeks of the competition as well. And there's no mistake that we're not going to see that here today at Parramatta.
And here we come for the first scrum of the match, taking over to about 30 metres, about 15 metres in from touch. This is a good attacking opportunity here. as the Sydney Stars line out, spread with heaps of width there. They look to be going a bit across field too much for my liking. I'd like to see them, straighten up the traffic through that centre channel. I think Jim Stewart's the man to do it here.
Okay, Jake Gordon, promoted to firsts for the first time today, the man with the football, the Stars. And of course, 16 points they've been able to come up with in attack, the Stars. They've been able to concede, though, 45 points in defence, so that's a bit of a worry. Yeah,
Jake Gordon, though, plenty of raps on him. He's in that Sydney Uni Colt system, which is one of the better systems in the country. He's a personal trainer too, I'm told, so plenty of fitness to get him around the park.
The referee, Ian Smith, just laying down, enforcing.
Yeah, just having a bit of a chat there to the two front rowers. I mean, Paddy Ryan was absolutely pumped at the start of this.
Okay.
To take on his good mate, Ben Robinson, as we go to the referee.
Fine!
He's got a loud, booming voice on him, hasn't he? That's for sure.
Players definitely wouldn't want to be muck around with Ian Smith, that is for sure. So the Stars
move,
and they do straighten the ball up in midfield there. And this is good play here by the Stars as they go the blind side.
Yeah, through Hodge, inside the 22. Down by 5 points so far on the Bar TV scoreboard. The defence is up quickly, and they had to be on Will Skelton, and they bang him into the turf here at Pertex Stadium. It's on now to the eastern side of the field now for the Stars. Taking it forward now is Daraville. He's going to be close. Just on the 22-metre line here. Rams leading by 5 points to 0 so far. We've had 14 minutes of the match here on Bar TV. The Stars looking the goods here. Deep back line to the left. That was knocked. Oh, could be.
Yeah, knock on there, I think. Knock on by the Rams. Unintentional, apparently. I don't know. Oh, knock on.
Off the orange man, back to goal.
Well, there you go. You heard it live and clear from Ian Smith. Off the orange man and back towards goal. Doesn't come any clearer than that. Gareth Wozik here at Pertex Stadium here in the NRC. This is round 4.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, we're here live for Bar TV Sports and we're streaming live on the Sydney Rams homepage. So thanks to everyone for listening in to us today as we go to the replay. And yeah, just a little bit of a muck around there for the boys in the middle of the field. Ball going everywhere, Peter.
Ball going everywhere. It's what we love, this type of open-end rugby.
Yes, and
it's quick, it's alive, and everybody just lives for it.
Yeah, Paddy Ryan was really looking forward to this scrum battle, as I said, and there's a bit of argy-barge going on in here, and the two teams come together, and as they get in, the good clean ball at the back as they go the blind side.
As Gordon sets it away to Dunbar.
Oh, and I told you he's a man to watch out for. That's a good hit there.
As Quinn puts it out the back. They're keeping it alive. The ball's on the ground. This could create a bit of space if they can put it through the back line. This is the way they come. Stars for the try line. They'll score. Are they over or are they not over?
That may have gone out. Yes, he's gone out for all money there and had a man. Could have just drawn a pass there, Pete. Had a man and just went himself, and he's not known for his passing there either. Jack Macklin.
We'll see this coming up shortly on the Bar TV replay. There wasn't much in it at all. Only a toenail in that. But fortunately for the Rams, they've been able to repel the Stars. And now they come away with the kick from inside their own in-goal area and played up the other end of the field.
That's a really good nudge there.
Good
for the Sydney Rams, getting them up to about the halfway line, and no opportunity there for the quick line out as they'll come to about 45 metres out now.
Thoughts of the first 15 minutes, Gareth?
Yeah, it's a really even contest, isn't it? I mean, the Stars haven't got on the scoreboard yet, but they look like they're lurking for some points, and they've got to score next, surely. A lot of possession here.
So we've had 16 minutes here on the Bar TV scoreboard. Up the middle of the field they come. This is where they've been elusive all afternoon so far. And Twitter is absolutely going off, just like the Stars. But unfortunately, they just couldn't hold on to the football. And the Rams have it. If you've just tuned to the coverage, this is the National Rugby Championships. We're live this afternoon on Bar TV. Thanks for your company, Peter Jolly, and also Gareth Wozik in the Bar TV open air commentary box. And a big crowd in here as well. You can't quite see it on the Bar TV cameras because they have closed down the Eastern Mick Cronin stand, but a big crowd has gathered downstairs here on the Western Concourse.
And the Ram on the sidelines going absolutely bananas. He's absolutely loving this match. I'd hate to be the you at the end of the game, Peter.
Well, when a Ram's going off, you know you're in for a good day of opening running football. So hopefully he can still be going off in another 40 minutes' time.
Yes, it is the Rams' home ground here, and the scrum just getting set. A little bit of push and shove here, and referee not happy with what's going on.
Crouch!
As Mark Swanipole looks to feed the ball in.
Bind!
He's actually a Kiwi, Mark.
Set!
Comes from the Manly club.
Ball in.
Well, the Rams, 6th place on the competition ladder. They're on 4 points, played
Pushing
3.
early.
Yeah,
Lost
short
2,
up.
as we mentioned last week. They were
Mark's
able to
there
get up
or
over
behind.
their counterparts. And so far, this is the local derby. Well, that's what it intends to do here. Build it between the East and the West. This will go down as one of the greatest rivalries in sport here in Australia once this competition gets up and running in years to come and players find their feet and spectators come here and support them in the thousands. As the Rams go down the sideline, this is McKenzie. He beat 1, he beat 2, he's still going, McKenzie. He flicks it out the back. It's still on now. Way to the right-hand side.
Parrott with the ball. Nearly.
Yeah. Will he go over? He can't. He'll get up and play the football. Big numbers to the left-hand side of the field. They've got 5 on 2.
Big
it's
Barry.
just a matter of putting that through the numbers, and they're over. Have they scored the try?
Yes, and
Yes,
that's
they
a good lurking try by the big Jared Barry, and that's good set-up play there by McKenzie, who scooted down that wing. I thought he was going to make it all the way. Gets pulled down, and Hugh Parrott backing him up to set the ball up for Big Barry, and no one was stopping him from that far out, Peter.
Big bad Jared Barry. That is what he is. Look at this on the replay. Blisterifying speed. Take a look at the number 14. This is Jerome McKenzie. He put the ball out the back. It was still onto the commentary side of the field. Parrott, he couldn't quite go all the way, and it went from the right to the left-hand side of the Pertex Stadium. And have a look at this. Barry, bang, try. Another 5-pointer.
Big bad Barry, and he's known for scoring that far out and lurking out wide. And that's a good lurking second rower locks try.
Here's
Vola
the kick.
Vola with the big ball out wide to settle that up as well.
Just outside the 22. Can he put the icing on the cake? You bet he can. Oh, a converted try to the Rams. 13 points to 0. And we've had 20 minutes here at Pertex Stadium.
Yes, and this crowd has gone up on its haunches, up on its legs, and we're going crazy here. The Rams going off, everyone's going off, everyone's on their feet. And this game's absolutely come to life, Peter.
It's the battle of West versus the East, and the Rams so far, the home side.
Tackle made.
Convincing leaders after 20 minutes of round 4 of the National Rugby Championship, and they spin it out wide again. This is not a game of union, this is a game of touch football.
Yeah, the defence by the Stars is a little bit lacking at the
Counter's
moment.
fine, play on.
They really need to regroup at the moment if they're going to be any show in this game.
Yeah,
they take it forward there through
They
Robinson.
try and settle it down too. We don't need them settle it down. They just need to keep playing like this. Keep playing like this, and you'll get a sellout next time you play here at Pertex Stadium. That's for sure. Here's the Stars now. They say, let's go up the other end. And they take the football 5 metres in from that eastern touchline. And with the ball now, I think you'll find that is Vola inside his own half. Gareth Wazick. Oh, that's worth a trip up the M1 so far in this match. We've seen enterprising rugby on display here, and thanks to all our fans and supporters clicking on to Bar TV, Peter Jolly and Gareth Wozniak in the commentary box here this afternoon. It's 13 points to 0. That's right, 13 points to 0. You're not hearing things. 13 points to 0, and we've had 21 minutes of play. It's a game for tit for tat. Let's go down to the right-hand side as where they play the ball, the Stars.
Yeah, it's just kicking them out of trouble there, finding the line.
Just make sure on those long kicks, you're going backwards.
Referee having a bit of a chat there to Will Skelton.
Oh, Will Skelton, if you just tune to the coverage, Tell us this background story. It was released, I understand, from the Wallabies camp this week to be able to play here today for the Sydney Stars.
Yes, not quite making that Wallabies team for tonight at the Gold Coast. Oh, that's a good tackle there on Barry. He had a bit of a look as they come forward. A good little chip kick forward. No one at home, and they come across. It's probably going to bounce out. No, it doesn't.
Chisholm plays at the football. He got away from Quinn. Still going.
Keep your feet.
Up towards the halfway
That's
line.
Fine. First man's there.
It's 13 points to nil here at Pertex Stadium. The Stars, well, they've been seeing Stars, haven't they, for the first 22 minutes, and they're about to see more.
And he's been absolutely emptied there. That's a good tackle. Comes up the middle hall, passes the referee. Looks like he's wearing yellow. Bit of a mistake as they come on the counter now.
I don't know if they can keep this sort of enterprising play up, but they're sure going to have one good crack at it. Back to Alcock. He's beat one. He's still going. He'll throw the dummy. He's got the line in front of him. Or he's going to score. Great try. Another 5-pointer. It's a carve up here at Pertex Stadium.
Yes, very good counter-attacking rugby there, shown by the Rams. And Alcock, the South African, finishing it off with the dummy, the show dummy. I thought he dummied to himself there for a while. There, Peter, and that's a great counter-attacking try there.
Oh, beautiful play. And here's the conversion from right in front. Well, they've had success down this western side, haven't they? And they're not about to finish where their success is going to keep going for them. Look at the open side flanker, Chris Alcott. Beat one, had no room at the back to do anything else but score the try, and that's all he needed to do.
Yes, Swanepoel didn't really need to even get there, did he, in backing up? And that's an easy kick there as he makes a meal of that one and absolutely nails it.
It's 18 plus another few. It's 21 points to nil here on the Bar TV scoreboard. This is the National Rugby Championships. You're with Peter Jolly and Gareth Wazick from Pertex Stadium on a beautiful afternoon for running rugby, and haven't we seen that?
Yeah, I really like the way Vola is controlling this game and really controlling the tempo for the Rams. The Sydney Stars need to come back with something here and contest this ball and maybe force a turnover in their own half. As Skelton's all over this ball here. And yes, they do. They turn over. Good counter-rucking there by the Sydney Stars.
Let's see what they've got. They come up quickly. They've gone back up through the middle of the field.
Yeah, but he's in front.
Referee calls this one up.
Scrum.
He'll put down a scrum.
Come over here.
He wants to have a chat to the Rams and the Stars. Let's have a listen.
All right. So the last one was for just going before the ball came in. I want your bind longer on his back. So no, listen to me. I don't want it anywhere near the arm. I want you to go long. All right.
You say you want to. You say you want 30 seconds. Yeah.
Once you're engaged, we're in. Stay long.
Yeah, it's a bit of gamesmanship by the front row here, I think. And Guy Miller, incidentally, for the Rams, he's probably paying for a super contract here in this match, coming up against a really good Stars front row. And I think he's got the better of him at the moment.
Gold engaged early.
Good little counter-attack here as Swanepoel comes down the bottom. He's made a little half break and takes it over the 40-metre line there, but cleaned up by the Stars.
Yeah, the Stars did well. They come away with it. Thought for a moment they might have been on another rampage down that sideline, but they've been able to get the football back, and this is where they see them now with the ball is Paddy Ryan. Ball now crossing towards the halfway line. Round 4. You're not seeing things on your screen. The Rams 21, the Stars 0, and we're about to have about 14 minutes of the first half here. We've already had 26 minutes of the first half here. This is Rugby Union, the NRC, the Buildcorp National Rugby Championships. It's round 4 and hashtag Bar TV Sports or hashtag Ram v Sid to get in contact with the Bar TV commentary box here this afternoon here at Pertex Stadium. A glorious afternoon for Rugby Union.
Yes, as the Sydney Stars make a substitution. Joy Ayoub's come on, I think, on the wing for the Stars. Over on the bottom of your screen here as he comes up into the attack now. And that's another box kick by the Stars. I think they're kicking the ball away too much here. Oh, and he's let it bounce as the Stars come through. I hold my words there, and good kick away out of trouble there for the Rams.
Well, it's always dangerous, isn't it, Gareth, to let any type of football bounce in open air. Doesn't matter what type of game you're playing, whether it's rugby league, rugby union, you've just 9 times out of 10, you really do need to attack the football. As the Stars now, they go straight through the middle.
Yeah,
looking for first point.
No, 6.
He's very well regarded, Jake Gordon, here for the Stars, and he'll be nipping. And that's a good quick ball. And they've got space, and he takes the dummy, and he goes through, and that's a good try there to the Stars.
Jack Macklin has scored the try. I think you'll find it was the number 15 going all the way for the Sydney Stars.
Cracker Jack Mack, I
Is
think
he
they call him.
Cracker Jack, all right. He knows how to find that white chalk. And that is the first 5-pointer. And this is hit on the replay. Talk us through it, Gather it, Wadick.
Yeah, and that's good quick hands. It's a really good pick up there by Macklin as he has nothing to do there. Open space in front of him and just goes over, coasts over, you could say. And that's a good try and good comeback there by the Stars. They might be back in this before half-time.
Yeah, you're quite right. I mean, he just sailed over, didn't he? Went in untouched. And their fullback, Jack Macklin, has been able to, well, re-energise the Stars.
Yeah,
now,
I think
here's
he's
the
just
kick.
come in this week in Macklin as they go to take the kick here through Stu Dunbar. Good pedigree, Dunbar. He's a country boy. Went to Scots College as he hits it.
Just wide. So no change on the Bar TV scoreboard. The Rams leading the way here at Pertex Stadium by 21 points to 5.
Yes, and the Rams just slowly coming back here. It's been played at an absolutely frenetic pace at Pertex Stadium. This is end-to-end stuff here as they stroll back to the halfway line to take the kickoff, take the restart through Vola, who's been absolutely on fire this game. And that's a good restart there, taking it down to the 20 to Skelton. As he comes forward now, there's a couple there to meet him and just comes through in the tackle, just breaks the line there a little bit. Ball comes back.
Let's see which way will they play it now. They're going to bang it up the other end of the field.
Well, they've let it bounce again.
Thank you.
Bouncing
numbers
on the halfway line. This is Chisholm. Chisholm beat 1, beat 2. He's going to play it, call it back here, the ref.
Yeah, he's just
Nathan
run into his own player there, Pete, and that's a little bit of a bad luck there as Robinson gets in the way, and it's an accidental obstruction, and they'll go for a scrum right on halfway.
Lines middle.
Okay, half hour gone. I don't know about you at home, but that's the quickest 30 minutes of rugby union that I've ever seen.
Yeah, this NRC definitely encourages running rugby, and it's absolutely brilliant. Definitely rewarding risk here as well.
On the halfway line, this is where the scrum is going to be packed down. We'd like to thank all our followers across Sydney, and we've got spectators and fans tuning in up through the islands as well. A big warm welcome to Bar TV's coverage of the Rams and the Stars here from Sydney in Parramatta. And if you're the Rams fans, gee whiz, you couldn't have asked for a better first 30 minutes. 21 points to 5, and I've got a feeling yet that's not going to stay that way for much longer, as the Sydney Stars, they've just got to get their way back into this rugby union match somehow. They've got to claw their way back. Here's the kick downfield again. Where's it going to go this time?
Kick there. That's an absolutely brilliant kick as it finds touch about 30 metres out from my reckoning.
Haven't they brought their boots with them, the Greater Sydney Rams, today?
Yeah, definitely kicking themselves out of trouble a little bit better than the Stars. The Stars probably want to start using the ball a little bit. I think there's a good opportunity there for them to counter there through the fullback. I mean, we've seen Jack Macklin. He's got a bit of pace, and I think he should use that and get back in the counter-attacking.
Okay. Let's see what happens with it from this. 9 minutes roughly to go in the first half. 21 to 5. The Rams over the Stars.
Ooh, that's a good hit
tackle
there. Ball at the back. Little half break there by the Stars.
Yep. This is
McCutcheon.
Yeah, the captain as well. Out the back comes a Quinn. They take it to the halfway line.
Yeah, good little interchange there by the forwards.
They take it over halfway now. This is their blindside flanker in Gavanga. Of course, debuted from the Balmain Rugby Club. He's back from an injury as well. They're number 6, the Stars. They're going to play it up the Stars end of the 22 as well, as where the ball will finally go into the field. They've got a bit of room to move. They're throwing it around at every opportunity, aren't they, the Sydney Stars? And the ball goes over the eastern touchline.
Yeah, this will be a bit of counter-attack here. I think the Stars not with a real good chase, and dummy on the inside from Volavol. Another dummy. And he's taken down just before halfway. A little flick from the back there. Puts his players under pressure. Didn't need to do it.
Hands out, goals!
So you hear the referee, Ian Smith, just laying it down to the both sides as they have an opportunity to put the ball through the back line.
Good little flick pass by the big Barry. Big Bad Barry, as we know him here at Bar TV.
Big Bad Barry. I don't think you've seen him. I think you'll see a lot more of him in the next 40 minutes. Big Bad Barry. Here's a penalty.
Yeah, Hugh Perrott drawing that penalty there. He's had an absolute blinder today. He's been one of the best in the Shoot Shield. And it's a good showcase for him as well to get a Super Rugby contract. And he's rated very well by, I know, some of the powers that be in at the Waratahs, and also a couple of the other super teams too. So really playing for his career here.
Well, 21 points to 5. We know that's not ideal, but one thing that would not be even more ideal would be another try leading into half-time. Let's see if the Stars can toughen up in defence. The Rams, well, they've just been, excuse the pun, just ramming their way over the goal line all afternoon.
Dare I say for Bar TV, Pete Jolly.
Boom, boom.
As the line-out's set about 10 metres out here. Rams on the attack again.
Let's see what they can do here. Roughly 7 minutes out from the break.
Yeah,
Roach.
Good defence by the Stars coming through there, and opportunity wasted there by the Rams, and no control. The referee is saying to the Rams, who had a bit of a question about the call. And this will be another scrum here.
Yeah, same as that one.
A good chance to attack
here we go.
by the Rams to try and win this ball back here, about 15 metres out from the Sydney Stars line.
So the Greater Sydney Rams average 21 points in attack so far after 4 rounds. Conceded 34. But their attack has certainly got a good uppage so far in this first 40 minutes. 21 points to 5. Can you believe it? The Rams can believe it. The Stars, they have not won a competition round since the competition began. So they wouldn't want to be heading into round 5 next weekend, scoreless as well. And of course, next week the Rams will go up to Ballymore and take on Queensland Country as well. And that will be an absolute cracker of a match. There's the Stars now, about 10 metres out from their own goal line. They're going to bang it downfield off the boot of Gordon. As we mentioned, promoted to start for the first time today, Gordon for the Sydney Stars, as the Rams now flying back onto the football. Lock it in, go. He's got support. He throws a dummy. He's
really wasted an opportunity there, didn't he, Pete Julie? Had a man on the inside, could have used it. They got numbers if they go the left, and that's a kick. I don't know what he's thinking there. Oh, and the referee pulls it back as a knock-on. That was, I don't know what that was, Pete Jolly. It wasn't the way to go. It wasn't what they needed to do. Ball through hands would have got them over there. And a pass on the inside from Tequil probably would have got them another 5-pointer.
If we have the opportunity to look at this on the replay, just keep your eye on the left winger. Take a look at this man in the centre of the screen now. No fear, just pure focus on trying to get to the line. Tom Cooligan, well, he had to play up to his surname. He had to be cool as a cucumber because he had the big Islander steaming down on him. And I think you'll find poor old Tommy still in Gaga land right next to the goal post.
Yeah, and both teams are having a well-deserved drink of water here, as this game has been played at absolute breakneck speed, Peter Jolly, and this is what the NRC is all about. Of course, at Pertec Stadium today, home of the Greater Sydney Rams against the Stars, and they're hoping that this will be one of the good rivalries in rugby union, not just in Australia but worldwide. As a scrum, both teams coming together now.
Well, it's got every reason to be one of those greatest rivalries in Australian sport, that is for sure. We just need the fans and the competition to get behind what we've witnessed and get out here and support. Doesn't matter if it's at Leichhardt Oval with the Stars or here at Pertex Stadium with the Rams. For any competition to be successful, we need fans turning up through the turnstiles. And credit to everybody here today as we see a penalty going the way to the Rams here.
And that's a penalty, and that's a bit of gamesmanship in the front row. And
your option. Okay.
Paddy Ryan not happy with the call, but the referee's not going to change his mind. He's having a bit of a chat to him here.
You pulling on to the engagement until I call set.
Well, there you go. He just said you can't pull onto the engagement until you call set. And he's right in the law there to tell him that. As we see now, the Rams, well, they're not done yet. You get the feeling. Let's see what they can produce right here, right now, leading into half-time here. You're with Peter Jolly and Gareth Wozniak from Pertex Stadium.
Set!
As both sides set the scrum. He's not happy.
And that's a penalty there. They'll probably go for another scrum, I'd imagine.
Full arm penalty, tight head collapse. What would you like?
Well, they've just collapsed.
Scrums.
Yes, they've chosen another scrum and putting all the pressure on the Sydney Stars, the much vaunted Sydney Stars pack here, Peter. As the referee just moves it over a bit to get a bit of a better footing, I think. They might be slipping and losing their feet here.
That gap's fine. The bind is the issue. Okay? Here we go.
Let's hope they have those big, long 14-inch studs in, the steel ones. I don't know if they even wear them anymore, Peter. Certainly slowed me down in my prime.
Speaking of Gareth Wozniak, didn't you set the world record for the quickest send-off in any first-grade match a few years ago?
Yes, it was in the NHRU competition. It was 5 seconds off the kickoff, a record I'm not too proud of, but one I'll take anyway. It's the only one I've got.
Have to move across here. We'll go here then.
Take any record any day. And what about this type of record? Are we going to have an absolute one-way scoreline at the end of this? Or can the Stars claw their way back into the match?
Yes, I'll be looking for big Jed Holloway to take the ball off the back here at this scrum and look to set up his halfback, or even Vola coming through.
Crouch.
Okay. Roughly 4 minutes remaining.
Set.
Scrums pack, middle of the field.
The Rams are in absolute all sorts here, and it's not controlled very well at the back, and they go the blind side. That's going to be another penalty right in front of the sticks. Absolutely dominating. That's a penalty try. Penalty try. Good scrum there, and that's a good forward scrum. That's the one they play for, Peter Jolly.
Oh, well, if it was the one they played for, it's the one they've got. And a penalty try, as you say there. And the Stars, well, they are seeing fallen stars, and the Rams are just on absolute fire here at Pertex Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely dominating here in the scrum. And the Sydney Stars have got an absolute glamour front row, I guess. They've got Waratahs galore, and just not dealing with this Rams side who absolutely made them look second-rate in that engagement there and driving them back. And it's a penalty try. We don't see that too often, especially at this level.
Now here's the kick. The bright yellow boot and the bright yellow football goes over the black dot here at Pertex Stadium. So the Rams and the Sydney Stars, we have a one-way scoreline with only minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, 29-5. I thought the Rams would probably get over in this one, but in this first half they've absolutely dominated, taken all of their chances as the kick comes down, and they lost the ball off the kickoff there. The Stars come up with it, but gee, I don't know what their coach Chris Malone's going to say to them at half time. The Sydney Stars, he's got to come up with something.
Well, there's a few slight changes to the Sydney Stars from previous weeks as well in today's team card. Of course, a few injured players are back, and the coach is also relishing a few brand new faces in the squad, and they go down the touchline. This is Coolican. The siren goes in the background, so we're not going to have much more rugby union in the first half, one wouldn't think. And that's it. That is Half-time.
Yeah, taken out nicely there by Michael McDougall. Both teams looking for a well-earned rest here, Peter Jolly, and this has been an absolutely cracking first half of rugby. The Rams are in front, but it's been end-to-end stuff. The Stars just not taking their opportunity, and that last pass just not sticking for them. They do look a little bit organised, though. I think for the Stars, Stu Dunbar really needs to take this game by the scruff of the neck. They need to keep ball in hand, which they haven't been doing. They've been kicking the ball away, and this NRC comp, you do get made to pay if you haven't got the ball.
He's the one that.
And we're only 4 weeks into the new competition, and you know the standard of competition will only improve as it goes forward. But gee whiz, the standard of competition today for running rugby, the advertising of that has been absolutely spectacular. So what we might do, it's half-time here at Bar TV, and more importantly, it's half-time here at Pertex Stadium. The Rams lead by 29 points to 5. We'll take a few messages and come back for the second half here. It's the Rams 29 leading the Sydney Stars 5.
Here you go, dude, bro. Thought you footy boys wanted to have a little throw around the office.
Really?
Foul shot. Foul shot. Pretty cool boss, huh? Probably going to start calling me the man. The man. The man. Catch you in 20, brah.
Guys, Real Sport, Bar TV.
And welcome back to Pertex Stadium. This is the Bill Corp NRC National Rugby Championship. It's round 4, and we've had the first half, and the Rams are absolutely ramming the Sydney Stars so far by 29 points to 5. What do the Sydney Stars have to do to get their way back into this match, Gareth?
Yes, I think their coach, Chris Malone, would have told them at halftime, ball in hands, what's going to win this game, Pete Jolly. They've just been kicking the ball away a little bit too much. Counter-attacking rugby's what they need to bring into this game. As the Rams come out on the field now, it's their home game at Pertex Stadium, and the crowd goes absolutely nuts. Rammy the Ram down there's leading them out. He's cheering them on, and I tell you what, he's very excited. I'm very excited this second half. It could go either way. It could be a massive blowout scoreline, Pete, or it could be the Sydney Stars come back and use a bit of that experience that they do have in the side. But I tell you what, that last penalty try that went to the Rams, the penalty try pushover scrum, they looked absolutely terrible, the Sydney Stars. I mean, the Sydney Stars have got a star-studded lineup, no doubts, but they really need to switch it on and get their game in this as the kickoff goes down to about the 22-metre line, and it's a good take there by the Stars.
So it's all in front of the Stars. This is James Dargaville taking it back, losing it on their 22-metre line.
Double knock on there, and James Dargaville, just out of interest, he's a former back rower and he's turned winger, so look for him to bump a few off if he gets into open space. Keen to do the hard work too.
Still getting over the runs by the left winger of the Rams in the first half, Tequil Nairavaro. Bar TV will have the replay up of this match straight away after full time. Just have a look at the replay and the athleticism of that big left winger for the Rams.
Yes,
quite impressive, and he's going to be around for a long time to come in rugby.
Yes, and Pete Jolly, just a point to take note, the referee's changed his shirt. He was wearing exactly the same colours of the Stars as the ball goes to the blind side, and that's a good option there. So the referee changed the shirt there just to avoid a bit of confusion. Barry takes it forward. Big bad Barry.
Around 5 metres away from the goal line. 29-5. Robinson out the back it comes. McDougall, just couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, thought his man, didn't know his man was coming on the inside there and just popped it up. He probably should have stayed there. He probably would have got over, but it's a penalty. It's come back in front of the sticks, and if I was the Rams, I'd be taking the scrum here and putting the pressure right back on them, Peter.
Okay, let's just have a listen. The referee, the official in the middle.
Of course, we have got the officials mic'd up here for Bar TV. Another added bonus for tuning in for everyone at home.
That's what it's all about, taking the listener, the viewer, wherever you might be watching our Bar TV coverage, into the inner sanctum.
Blocks 8's on.
And it doesn't come any louder or clearer than that.
Fine.
Yes, Swanepoel looking to feed the ball here. He's had a really good game so far in the first half, Swanepoel. And that's going to be a short arm penalty and a quick tap from the number 8 here. He takes it forward.
There's Holloway, the captain. He's got a try a few weeks ago against the Vikings as well. He's got a runaway try. 29-5. They're not done yet. They're over.
And Hugh Roach, that's a well-deserved try to the hooker. He's had an absolute blinder in this first half. And he's come out in the second half and he's scored the first points. He's over the line just to the left of the sticks, and that's an absolutely brilliant hooker's try.
Oh, it was indeed. If you're ever going to be a hooker in rugby, this is how you do it, and getting over the line anyway. We're about to witness the replay coming up any moment now on the Bar TV replay. Here it is. Keep an eye on the number 9 here. It's Swanepoel, and he offloaded the ball out the back. Keep an eye on this. Roach barged his way over. And our referee was right on the spot. Another 5-pointer to the Rams.
Yeah, I tell you what, Ben Robertson, he could play at halfback with that bullet-like pass to Hugh Roach. Absolutely nailed it and found gap. And that was pretty poor defence on their own line by the Stars, to tell you the truth. As they make the points count, and it's 37-5 to the Rams.
And we've only had 4 minutes of the second half. So it's even more than a point a minute. so far this second half here at Pertec Stadium here in Parramatta. As we mentioned, the Stars looking for their first competition win of the NRC.
And you may or may not be able to hear in our coverage the drum beats going on by the locals here. It's an absolutely exciting atmosphere at Pertec Stadium as the Stars take it over halfway. The crowd is absolutely loving this as Skelton passes the ball off. There's a bit of space, but no, he's taken well by the Rams, who cover again well in defence.
Got numbers this way. They go through the middle. Good contact there as the Stars, first opportunity for them.
Yeah, good run there by Paddy Ryan.
Playing advantage.
They come through the middle of the field, kicking over the top. Did well there, Chisholm, collected the football. The referee has called this one up.
Yeah, that's a better option though by Dunbar, choosing to run the ball. He probably didn't run the ball enough in that first half and kick too much, and he broke the line there, and that's a bit unlucky for the Rams, I think. Offside there, but they're going to go for the corner and take the line out and look to attack.
So boot to the ball, and they find the shady side of Pertec Stadium, up around 17, 18 degrees here. Ideal rugby conditions here. The Stars are down by 32 points.
Ball juggled at the back of the line out there, and they lose the ball to the Rams. That's a good steal there by Chris Alcock, the South African.
Use it.
So the Rams kicking to get outside the trouble.
Yeah, and that's the first time a bit of pressure's been put on Vola there by the Stars. They've come out swinging this second half. They are still down. They did concede that try, but they look like they've got a bit more of a spring in their step, the Stars, this half, and let's hope they can put some points on the board. Attacking now. That's a better line out as the ball spread wall. That's a poor pass there by young Jake Gordon.
Yeah, they just couldn't quite capitalise it. And now the referee is calling this one up, as you can hear the fans. They've brought their drum kits. They've fantastic atmosphere. And if you're in the area, why don't you come down for the second 40 here at Pertec Stadium in Parramatta. It's going to be an absolute blinder next week when the Rams play the country, Queensland country, up at Ballymore as well. And of course the Sydney Stars.
Okay, seconds.
Will it be their fifth week before they are able to draw first blood of the season as far as competition points to go? The Rams, they better not switch off though. They'll need to go on with it. We're expecting them to go on with it. If you're a side in the NRC, you need to be able to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Really does test your defence as well, not just your attack, as they now throw the football up the middle of the field, the Stars. They've beaten one, they've beaten two, they're up over the halfway line. They're inside the Rams' territory by 2 metres. They're going to spin it now towards the halfway line. This is the 4 in Andrew Leota. And the left lock now got the ball out the back to Tom Cooligan, and the hooker offloads the ball out the back. This is Macklin. He beat one, still going Macklin. Up towards the 22, trailing by 32 points. Here's a break made. There's a gap. There's a try line move coming, but it's all broken down 10 metres out from the line.
Yeah,
it's
they
still
use
on
it
the
here,
left.
it's on.
Here's a try coming.
Big Will Skelton over.
He scores a try, and he's in. If anyone on the park from the Sydney Stars knows how to score the try, it's Skelton. He's over. That's a 5-pointer. 37-10 with a kick to come.
Yeah, that's really good lead-up play too. Good counter-attack there by the Sydney Stars. This is what everyone's been waiting for them to open up and really attack this Rams from the back. And they just played it through the middle, waited, and here Dunbar's dummy passes it out, and the winger there taken. Thrown out the back, and Dunbar again with a dummy double pump. And Will Skelton, as easy as you'll get it, over in the far touch line, and makes no question about it, Peter.
He made it look too easy. Here's the kick now from right out there on the... just outside the 22. Moves in, strikes it, looks okay. Just not coming back around though. So no change on the Bar TV scoreboard. It's still the Rams in control. They lead by 37 points to 10. We've had 9 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, 37-10, and the Rams probably need to switch on. They probably taking their foot off the gas a little bit here at Pertex Stadium. They need to get back into this, and not that they're out of it, but they probably want to consolidate this game and get a couple more tries before they turn off.
Okay, the ball goes down to the 22-metre line. Where will it come now? They're going to put boot to the football. Crossing the halfway line by 10 metres. The Rams, the Stars territory.
Yeah, good counter-rucking there. Yeah. Good counter-rucking there by the Stars, winning the ball back.
Penalty.
And the Stars are right in this match. They've come to play this second half, Pete.
That's you, buddy.
Jake Gordon has the football, as we mentioned. Promoted to start for first time today for the Sydney Stars, and on debut he's had a all-right match, one that he will remember.
Yeah, good debut here, and he's in line probably to get in that Waratah system as well. If he's not already, I think he's playing for a part-time contract, and he'll probably get into that full-time system in the not-too future. He's only young, as we mentioned. He's got everything. He's got the short game, he's got the long passing game, and he's got the running game as well, as he looks to pass the ball to Skelton now, and he takes the ball up, and there's 4 men there to meet him at about 30 metres out.
To score the try, Skelton.
Ball goes to the blind side, and no one there with him. They'll have to get around him in numbers if the Rams are going to hold him up. They've got the ball locked there, the Rams, and the ball goes to ground, and Robinson comes in from the side maybe there.
Yeah, and Holloway's underneath there for the Rams as well, the big captain. I don't know where he is. He's probably the one squashed right on the bottom.
Yeah,
he is now just trying to get up.
Not using it there, the Stars, and the scrum feed will go to the Rams.
Too close to you.
Just having a chat there, the ref to Sam Quinn from the Sydney Stars. Here's the crowd shots. Not a decent crowd in here at Pertex Stadium. Up around, they've predicted around 1,500.
I think there could be more, Pete. I think we're looking at about 2,500, 3,000 people here, mate, which is really good for the NRC.
Fantastic for the NRC, and it's fantastic for everybody to get behind this competition.
Of course, the NRC is sponsored by Buildcorp. It is the Buildcorp NRC as the scrum comes together now. And Buildcorp supporting rugby, and we thank Buildcorp for bringing this competition to you. Of course, we are live today for Bar TV, and of course live on the Rams homepage as well.
Thanks for tuning in. Get in contact with us at hashtag Bar TV Sports. That's hashtag Bar TV Sports, or alternatively hashtag Ram v Sid. That's Ram v Sydney, and get in contact with the Bar TV commentary team, and we'll get to your tweets throughout the duration of the second half. As the Rams now looking enterprising up the middle of the field. This is the man that's been going forward all day for them. Naira Varro picked up a few tries as well. Ball comes back on the inside, but referee has called this one up just outside the Rams' 22.
Well, maybe if we get a look at that, I didn't think he got a hand to that, Pete, but the referee's called it back for a knock on. And again, this second half is being played at absolutely breakneck speed. I tell you what, I'm going to have to get my neck brace from somewhere after this one, because my eyes are going back and forth like a tennis game. And yes, he did actually just get a hand to it there, the replacement.
Crouch. 8-9.
Pat Sio is on the field. A big Jed Holloway.
A few replacements coming in for both sides. We've had 12 minutes of the second half here as the Stars put the football to the ball. Intercepted by the Rams. They're away over the halfway line. They're over the 10, down inside the 22. Oh, they're keeping it alive. End-to-end rugby on display here at Pertex Stadium. Numbers out to the right-hand side of the field. It's just a matter of putting it together. Maffei, he's got the football, and he's been picked up and driven into the ground. As the Rams now back through the middle of the field, one end to the other. Haven't they? How many times have we said that here this afternoon? Holloway, he offloads, does he? He may not need to offload. He goes inside the 22.
Yeah, and Rams getting there in numbers. This is better here from the Rams as they take the ball forward. Rusayo, he's just short of the 20-metre line. Vola calling for it.
Out it comes to the edge of the field. They're up quickly on Michael McDougall. Referee saying roll off so we can play on, and that's exactly what they do. Mathai's away. He'll go close. He'll score, Willie. He'll reach out. Has he got it down? No, he hasn't.
He's caught short there. That's a good scrambling piece there by the Sydney Stars as they counter-ruck really well. Coming over the ball, but the Rams consolidate it.
Sayo, away to Roach. He's after his second try. The ball comes out. It's still on now for the Rams to the left-hand side of the field. Back to Vachetti. He offloads the ball. It comes back to Big Barry. He barges away from one. Still going. Got the ball out the back. Who wants the ball now? The Rams will bend down, get the football. Comes back through the middle of the field. Here at Pertex Stadium, this is Hugh Roach.
As Will Skelton comes out the back with the ball. And there's a good counter-attack here.
They do. Gavanga losing it forward. Referee calls it back up. As you can hear there, he said it's gone forward.
They needed to push the pass, but they didn't need to push the pass, if you get what I mean, Pete Jolly. They need to score points, but probably could have consolidated that ball then and looked to get some phase play going and get the ball down and then put the points on. Probably looking to score off every play here, the Stars, and they're looking for that all-star play, I think, Pete.
Well, the first 15 minutes of the second half has had absolutely everything. This was him getting denied to go over the line.
How close was that, Pete Jolly?
He was so close, but I guess so far as well. But all he needed to do, in hindsight, is a great thing, maybe reach out, but not the case. And the scoreboard indicates they've got a buffer which they'd be comfortable with.
Yeah, 27-point buffer, if my maths education serves me well, Peter. As they come in for this scrum, and Swanepoel looking to feed here. And the Stars scrums come back firing this second half. Oh, I eat my words as control well at the back, and Swanepoel goes blind and puts a little kick downfield. As they boot the ball out of trouble over everyone's head there. That's a good kick, and that's got them down to about the 22-metre line.
17 minutes gone here in the NRC. We keep reminding our fans, get in contact with us here at Pertex Stadium. Hashtag BarTV Sports or hashtag RamV Sydney.
Oh, good little short line out move there as he goes to Big Bad Barry. And he's made a little bust, Barry. And that's a good run there.
Takes his body down to the halfway line. Now here they go. Vola. He's over the halfway line. He's got Roach on his left. He goes the right-hand side of the field. He finds McKenzie. McKenzie will score. McKenzie scores a great Rams try. Oh, great running rugby again. We've been saying it for the full 30 minutes, 40 minutes. How good was that? How good is that for the fans to watch? The NRC, it's absolutely on fire.
Yes, and Vola just strolling through defence, and he has been the absolute standout for this Rams backline and just comes through. As we go to the replay, just makes the break. He's got options both sides of him. Doesn't go with the hooker and floats the ball out there to McKenzie, who's got a heap of pace, gets an ankle tap and makes it over the line. And that's a great counter-attacking try there for the Rams.
Who knew the Rams had that much pace?
I tell you what, Vola has absolutely surprised me in this match. He's been in everything. He's dummied, he's passed, he's kicked, and he's the absolute leader as he comes in to kick this goal as well.
Well, here he comes, the number 10, the fly half, Ben Vola. Can he do everything on a rugby field? Just wide.
Yes, he shanked that one.
So the Rams, it's a 32-point margin here at Pertex Stadium. Well, the Stars.
As Ben Robinson leaves the field, he's done his job here. He's anchored that scrum really well.
Thank you.
And he's been replaced here. And we'll find out the replacement when we can see the number on his back in just a second for you guys at home.
Ball goes over the sideline to the setting sun here at Pertex Stadium. And in situations like this, you know, you've got to really look at the Stars here. Will they shut up shop? They shouldn't shut up shop. We know that. That's a given. You don't want to close shop with half hour to go in the match because you've got a lot to play for.
Yeah,
not just yourself, but your fans as well.
I think, Pete Jolly, they're too good of a side to shut up shop. They'll keep coming at them, but they've just got to make some things stick. I mean, they've come out a bit more positive in this second half, but it's just not working for them at the moment as they do some short passing in around the forwards there.
Well, we know the Sydney Stars, they're made up of the Sydney University and Balmain local clubs. They've got great prestige, and that's one thing that we do know. They will not give up. They will go full through the full time.
Yeah, trying everything here, the Stars, but again, the pass not sticking. It'll be a Rams scrum just outside the 40-metre line, off their own line.
So I just want that small gap, all right? Small.
Referee talking to the new front rower,
Short gap.
Tom Robinson, I think it is. No, Joel Gillespie, sorry. I'm reading off the wrong team sheet here for Bar TV.
Just wait till I move. I'll give you a yes.
Just hearing here from Ian Smith, our referee.
Crouch!
And Valafar's come on for Swanepoel as well. Swanepoel's had an absolute cracking game too here at halfback.
There is Valafar. Leafy puts the ball in and it comes through the 21, and of course that is Leafy, one of the replacements for the Rams. Good catch by Macklin. Dead well. Offload the ball as well. With the ball now, it's Sullivan. He's got support. Down they go, about 10 metres out from the goal line. It's still on, back to Dessens. He takes the line on. Quick play to football. They go barging through Merriman. He's going to be dropped down, Gareth, about 4 metres out from the line. Here come the Stars.
Good contact there.
Down by 32, looking to supply some pressure. Back to Leota. Numbers to the right-hand side of the field. They go themselves and score the try. That's Sam Quinn, the number 8. He goes over for the Stars. That's a 5-pointer. 42-15 kick to come.
Yes, picked up off the back of the ruck there. Had numbers, if they had used them, would have scored out wide. But the hole just opened up there for the Rams. And he goes over as easy as you like there. And that's pretty poor ruck defence there by the Rams. Can't fault their cover defence though, as they scrambled really well to nearly nullify this Sydney Stars attack. As he comes out there, the halfback it was in Jake Gordon. Good sniping halfbacks try. And that's what halfbacks are there for, to clean up and score next to the posts. And he'll be happy with that, the kicker in Dunbar.
As Jack Macklin moves in, hits it, it looks okay. It's straight over the black dot here at Pertec Stadium. So the Rams, after 22 minutes of match here in round 4 of the NRC Rugby National Rugby Championship here on Bar TV, Rams leading by 42 points to 17.
Yes, a fair few replacements on now for the Rams as they look to rest a few of their stars. I think Vola's now been replaced as the ball comes just over the 10-metre line. Oh, and the Stars have knocked it on its advantage. Played by the referees. They take it into contact here, the Rams.
Malavi Leafy awaits with the football. He's got the ball now.
Use it.
Ball comes out the back. Valafa Leafy goes to the right-hand side again. Picks up the big number 8 in Holloway. Leafy goes back to the right-hand side of the field. They're keeping it alive. Short ball now. But Ketty, he's got support. Back to McDougall. He'll score in the corner. McDougall's over. That's another try. Another try to the Greater Sydney Rams. When is it going to stop?
Yes, it's a case of you do that, I'll do one better as they come up the other end of the field. And McDougall scoring in the corner, set up well by Fiketti. And as we said at the top of the match, he did that little shimmy, got through, passed it off to his centre partner in McDougall. And that was another easy try as we look at the replay here. Good little short ball. Good little step, pass out wide, and McDougall, nothing to do there in open space and scores in the corner.
Oh, hasn't the centre got some pace? Here's the kick now from right outside the 22. 47.
20.
Plays 15 here on the Bar TV scoreboard. Hashtag Bar TV Sports or hashtag Ram v Sid. Here's the kick. They don't come much tougher than a kicking assignment from right out on the touchline. He's bringing it back around, but it's just gone to the left-hand side of the upright. So no change here after round 4 of the Bill Corp NRC. It's the National Rugby Championships. It's the Rams leading the Stars by 47-15.
Yes.
Oh, listen to those drums.
The drums are back. The
are we at
crowd's on its
Parramatta
feet.
or are we in India?
This is crazy.
Maybe a bit of both. Here's the kick.
Downfield.
Gone inside the 22. And the Rams have the football. Here, Gareth. They've beat one, they've beat two. They're offloading. Well, they're not afraid to offload the football, are they? And that's exactly what you'd expect here in this elite competition. And don't forget, next week the Rams will go up to Ballymore in round 5. Here's a penalty. As I was just saying, the Rams are going to be taking on the Queensland countryside next Thursday night up at Ballymore. What a contest that's going to be.
Yes, it'll be certainly a good game. They're carrying some good form into this next game, and that's just a penalty for holding onto the ball, the referee says. The Stars now in a chance to attack here.
So Jay Gordon's having the football. Let's have a listen.
They were there over the top of you.
As the Rams looking to make bulk replacements with plenty of numbers there coming to the sideline for the Rams.
On for Rams and Stars as well.
And the Stars are making a couple too, as we're told by the referee. As Hugh Roach comes off, he's been an absolute star for the Rams, if you don't mind me saying. He's been one of the dominant forwards in the game, and he's been taken off the field. Plenty to play. Still about 15 minutes to go in this match if you're watching at home. With the Stars on the attack. Big Will Skelton taken from the field as well. He's done a lot this game. He's probably been the standout forward and go-to man for the Stars as he trunches off the field.
Alright, it's gone straight down on my side. I need a bind.
And the crowd up for big Hugh Roach as he comes to the sideline. They've absolutely loved his game here today, Pete Jolly.
The crowd have got a lot to be impressed by, Gareth, that is for sure. We have seen the best of running rugby here today at Frenetic Stadium. That is a given. As the Stars now put the football in, about 10 metres away.
Gee, the Rams still dominating that scrum as it's taken off the back there for the Stars.
This is Patrick McCutcheon. They come the commentary side. They're bashing and barging their way towards the goal line. Drop down around 5 metres out, as you can see on the screen. They come the commentary side, falls on the ground.
First, you're offside.
This might bring a penalty.
There. Offside there, definitely offside. The Rams now very eager to get this ball back, and they just come through there a little bit too eager. And they'll probably take the kick for the corner, and they do. They choose to kick the corner and look for this attacking more by the Stars, and they'll look to get some more points back in this game, Peter.
And as they do take the kick towards the touchline, I was just going to mention there hasn't been many line-outs today, but that's testament to the pace of this match. They're just keeping the ball in, and they're having a real white crack, aren't they, Gareth?
Yeah, they've called time out here with Jamie Willem on for the Stars to take the hooking role and the throw in. I'm not too sure about him. I don't know much about him, but they're going to have to start getting this ball probably to the back and looking for this attacking more as the referee calls time back on here.
Let the jumper hit the ground.
So we've got about 12 and a half minutes to go here in the second half.
Well, this is really good defensive line out here by the Rams, who stop this attacking ball, and they're driving it sideways, the Stars. Someone's headgear comes out the back, and off the back, he doesn't know where to go, the wily little halfback, and he's taken into contact.
Yeah, this is Jake Gordon in jersey number 9.
Far side,
scrum half.
Penalty advantage.
You can hear the referee in the background here. 47-18. You'll hear his whistle. Another penalty to the Stars.
Offside, 16.
Yes, offside there in the ruck. And the Rams just piggybacking the Stars at the moment here on their own line. Good scrambling defence by the Rams. They don't want anyone to cross this line in this game. They're really treasuring the line as they go for the sideline again, looking to attack in them all, I'd imagine.
Keep an eye on the clock. 11 minutes and 42 seconds remaining on the official Bar TV scoreboard as the Rams go high, and they've got it back. They have got it. Here's the kick. Banging it downfield, and that will find the Ram, will it? Oh, just missed his head. And hasn't he had an absolute blinder of a day, the Ram on the touchline as well?
He's having an absolute ball, the Ram. He's dancing. He's singing, I think, through that costume. I don't know what he's actually doing, but he's having an absolute party here at Pertex Stadium as the ball comes off the back for the Stars.
And they go inside the 22. The ball now through the Stars.
Yeah, good run by McCutcheon there off the back. They'll look to ruck here and consolidate, just draw a few of these Rams players in, I reckon. And it's good counter-rucking by the Rams, and they may have lost the ball, the Stars, but that's going to be a penalty to the Rams. And that's really good counter-rucking and good desperation. Never say die stuff from the Rams here at Pertex Stadium. They don't want the Stars to cross this line, Pete Jolly. They're putting on a good show for this home crowd.
Up around, as you mentioned, Gareth, up around 4,000 in here this afternoon. If they don't get 10,000 next time, well, we might walk back to Newcastle, where we both come from.
I tell you what, I won't be walking back, I'll tell you that much. These short little legs won't get me up the freeway.
It might get you just past the Parramatta Leagues Club.
Yeah, I'd say I'll probably have a lock in there somewhere. Or the Albion, I believe, is where the Sydney Rams go to for all their after-match functions. As the ball spread out now, this is danger time.
Yeah, it is danger time. They come back on the inside, and that is the 15 in Chisholm, crossing the halfway line. They're keeping it alive. And isn't the ball one thing that goes unnoticed? The contrast of the ball is on electrifying high here this afternoon. That yellow ball, well done to everybody who went behind the scenes and getting a rugby union football like we've seen here this afternoon. Contrast between colour and ball and player is absolutely tremendous. The ball's going to bounce. There it is again. The yellow ball flying through the air down to the 10.
Yeah, really poor kick there, but it's turned out all right for him as he goes for another kick. Needed to keep the ball in hand if they're going to score any more points here, the Stars, as they have plenty of time. No chase on that kick, really. Bit of scuffle in back play, but I think it'll amount to nothing as he's giving up a bit of weight there to Steve Maffei, the replacement for the Sydney Stars.
So we've had close to 70 points here on display here in the round 4 match.
Short arm not numbering up in this line out there, the Rams. They did steal the ball, but let off the hook there, the Stars. Just not getting numbers in the line out.
Okay, they push forward. McCutcheon into the 22 area. Comes out to the left-hand side. They've had a little bit of success out this way. This is for Guy inside the 22.
Oh, good clean out there by the Stars.
Back through the middle it comes. Can they offload? They can't. They just take the tackle out the back.
Too much sideways movement here, Peter. The Stars really need to get some direct play if they're gonna put a hole in this Rams defence, which has been absolutely brilliant as the kick goes through. Plenty of time there though for Dane Chisholm. I believe it's his first year of rugby too. He's come over from league, playing for the Manly Marlins club. He's had a pretty good game here today.
He's not the only one that's come across from rugby league, as you mentioned at the top of the program as well. There's a few guys that have come across from league to the rugby union.
Yes, Big Tequila on the wing to name one of them. I mean, he's, as we mentioned, a bolter for this Wallaby Spring Tour. He's made them look very silly as they counter-attack there, and that's a good big hit there by the number 25 replacement for the Sydney Rams.
They've still got a lot of aggression in their defence, haven't they, the Rams? They're not done yet. As we see now the Stars looking to break a gap.
Yeah, Pat McCutcheon there hasn't given up all game.
As the Stars continue to come down to the 22, 47-18. We've got around 7.5 minutes on the Bar TV scoreboard to go in this match. This is McCutcheon.
Taking the ball again, the captain there. He's had a good captain's knock in a badly losing side here.
Merriman.
6, get out of it.
Coming the commentary side again. Inside the 22, well, just short. Gordon
Merriman on the blind side there, probably nothing on, but he's calling for it. He's got it. He switches it back.
The 12 is with it. This is Hodge.
Oh, and that's a good hit there by the Sydney Rams. I heard and I felt that one up here, Pete Jolly.
That was the biggest tackle possibly of the match, without a doubt. And Michael Hodge, just a bit of background on him. Understand New South Wales Waratah returns to inside centre. Nasty head knock in round 1 against Brisbane City, Michael Hodge. But gee whiz, looks like he's back from that and bigger and better things he'll be looking forward to as this competition unfolds.
And sources tell me he lives in a very special house in Bondi, which is named the Pentagon.
The Pentagon?
Yeah, and I'd love to get invited to that. I tell you what, apparently there's plenty of parties going on down there.
You wouldn't want to be swooping around the Pentagon. You'd probably end up in the cell. But then again, we've got away with that on a few times that we have gone snooping together, haven't we, Gareth? Here's the 22 penalty.
I tell you what, Pete Jolly, I'll never be caught dead snooping around anywhere with you, mate. That sounds a little bit too crazy. As we get back to the football now, the rugby, and the ball opting to be kicked for touch here. Penalty to the Rams as he finds touch just before halfway, and that's a good little knock there. Be interesting to see how this Rams line-out goes. There's been a fair few replacements here for the Rams side. Slowly to the line-out, taking their time, soaking up the minutes, and maybe not straight. And yes, he has caught, definitely not straight. They did contest that, of course. One of the new rules in the rugby NRC, the Build Corp NRC competition, is if you can throw it however way you want in the line-out if the other team doesn't contest. But both teams contesting there, so that'll be a scrum now to the Sydney Stars, who'll be on the attack again here.
How are you feeling at the moment if you are the Stars? I mean, you've had a bit of union experience, played for the Wildfires back home in Newcastle. If you're out there right now, Gareth, what's going through your mind?
Yes, I would just keep ball in hand and chance my arm at everything, I believe. I mean, they've got to play a bit more direct. They haven't played direct all game. As good little sweeping move there. And again, going sideways, finding end-to-end, side-to-side stuff there, but really not making any dent in this Rams defence, who are scrambling really well here.
Okay, we're not long to go before full time. We're inside the last 4 minutes and 40 seconds here at Pertex Stadium. An absolute privilege for Bar TV to come here and live stream this match. Getting contact.
Taken well there, boy.
Hashtag Bar TV Sports. If you think Bar TV has done a fantastic job here today, giving the fans, wherever you might be watching and tuning in across Australia and up through the Pacific Islanders as well.
Yes,
if you want Bar TV back, we've got to put the call out there. Hashtag Bar TV Sports.
That's right, Pete Jolly, and we'd love to come back, that's for sure. I've had an absolute ball at this game. It's been absolutely frenetic, as I mentioned. The speed of the line's been brilliant by the Rams in defence, and the ball's been thrown around everywhere. I'm having an absolutely glorious day here at Pertex Stadium. I'm like a kid in a candy store, Pete Jolly. As the ball getting thrown in the attack here by the Sydney Stars.
Ball in.
Let's see if they can finish this one, possibly with a try if they can get it back, but they don't. Comes back to the Rams. They hook the ball downfield. As the ball now into the possession of the 14, and this is Dargaville running across field. Look at him go into the sunshine, into the setting sunset, and he's just shy of the 22. They're trailing by 47-18 though. So
I'll tell you what, this Rams defence just keeps coming, doesn't it, Pete Julie? I mean, there's a couple of minutes left in this match, but these guys, the speed of the line, the replacements, they're just coming off the line, they're meeting, and they're forcing the Stars in the error, and they just can't get a rhythm. They haven't been able to get a rhythm the whole game.
Well, the Rams, they may have found their rhythm in this competition. Of course, last week, they defeated the opposition that they played, and of course, I'm speaking of the Perth Spirit, 10-point victors at Adelaide last weekend, and now today they've absolutely put the sword through the Stars.
I'll tell you what, if I was Queensland country next week up at Ballymore, I'd be very, very worried to take on this Rams side. They're in absolutely white-hot form.
As we approach the 2-minute mark here before the game comes to its completion.
I tell you what, the game's been that quick. I feel like I've just sat down, Pete Jolly. the Buildcorp NRC rugby competition is definitely one for the future here.
And the standard of competition, you know, is superb as well, and it will only improve as it goes forward as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, these players are still, it's only round 4, so they're, I mean, I know they played a full season, most of them, but the fitness will again lift, and the pace of the game's just going to get quicker and quicker throughout these rounds.
And as you mentioned, you know, that it all depends on players are getting used to the physical conditioning and the demands of the competition as well. And it may not be over yet for the Rams. Oh, that was close. Picked up by the Stars, and they have the football inside the Greater Rams' end of the field as well.
And McCutcheon comes forward. He's been going forward all day. McCutcheon in a badly beaten side. Good cutout ball there.
Leave it there, Rams.
Jake Gordon at the back.
Spin it out towards the Mick Cronin field, the grandstand side. We've got exactly 45 seconds remaining here in the second half in the match of round 4 between the Rams and the Stars, as the Stars look like they're going to go close. Oh, they're inside the 22.
No, don't
Let's play on. Where will it come this time?
Good little half break there by the Stars, but again in disarray here. The ball popping out the back and going everywhere, and met well again by Jed Holloway, who's had an absolute screamer as well for the Rams today.
18 seconds remaining in the match. As we see now, the Stars, can they finish this one off with a 5-pointer? As Gareth mentioned, footing was the issue there.
Holding onto the ball there by the Stars, and really good scrambling defence again by the Rams. They've really flattered the Stars, I think, by letting them have 18 points, and the Stars just haven't been into it this game.
Well, the siren has gone in the background, but the referee is just going to say, let's have one last throw of the dice, and it sets sail over the line, and there it is. That is full time. Full time in the National Rugby Championship. After round 4 here at Pertex Stadium, the Rams on a roll. 47 over the Stars, 18.
Yes, and what a great match it's been, Pete Jolly. A perfect example and a perfect showcase, I guess, for the Buildcorp NRC. There was everything in it. There was big hits. There was good running rugby. And I've just been privileged to be here today for Bar TV Sports. And, of course, thanks very much. And a shout-out goes to the Rams for having us. Hopefully we'll be here again soon, Pete Jolly.
Well, we know our way to Pertex Stadium just in case they do ask us. And absolute honour to be here today to telecast, as Gareth mentioned, the NRC. And a big thanks to the major sponsor of the National Rugby Championship, Buildcorp. We wouldn't have a competition without those fantastic supporters of rugby. Well, on behalf of the entire Bar TV commentary side, we've had a ball here in Parramatta, and the Rams, well, they've rammed the Stars, and it's only going to be bigger and brighter for them. And of course, the Stars, they'll be looking to come back into the competition at their next available opportunity, and of course that will be next week. As we mentioned, the Rams are off to Ballymore next week for round 5 of the NRC. They take on the Queensland Country. So on behalf of Gareth Wazick, I'm Peter Jolly. I hope you've had a fantastic afternoon glued in front of your computer screen for Bar TV. Until we do it again, it's bye for now.